Honorable Speaker, sir. At the very outset, I would like to thank the Honorable Leader of Opposition for moving this cut motion, and also the Honorable Member from Meghalaya for participating in the motion. So there were specific concerns that were raised by both the mover as well as the Honorable MLA who participated. I will specifically go and address those issues that they have raised. So first of all, the Chief Minister's Special Development Fund was a program that was there from before, even before I joined office. And as correctly mentioned, that at that point there was a Chief Minister's Special Urban Development Fund and a Chief Minister's Rural Development Fund. So the earlier guidelines required the schemes, even after the Assembly had approved the budget, would require the schemes to be sent separately to the Urban Affairs Department, separately to the Rural Affairs Department, Rural Department, CNRE Department, and a few other administrative steps and departments before it could finally be approved. And these guidelines, of course, were made before we took office. So the result of segregating and requiring it to be sent to different departments and also dividing it into multiple departments led to delay in the actual approval and implementation of the projects. I don't have the exact number with me right now because it was about almost 8 years back. But when I had taken office in 2018, I was informed that there is a large amount of unused funds under the CMSDF or the CMSUDF and CMSRDF at that point in time. And obviously then it was money that was unutilized. And therefore, there was an option for me to immediately sanction a large amount of projects. But the concern was not that there was a lot of unutilized fund. The question was, why was it there? And how come it was not implemented in a time-bound manner? And after doing a deep research and study into the actual proceedings, we realized that the number of steps or the number of processes, the number of tables, individuals, officials that the project had to go through just to process it would sometimes delay, depending on case-to-case basis, the sanctioning and approval of that particular project by even up to 1 year. And that is when I was inclined towards restructuring this entire scheme for the larger benefit of the public, so that we are able to utilize the projects on time, the money on time, the sanctioning process would be fast. And today, sir, I'm happy to inform you that we have streamlined the process where once this August House approves the budget, it is not required anymore to be sent to different nodal departments or different departments or line departments, where urban or rural or other planning, finance, so on and so forth And the CM Secretariat is then authorized based on, of course, the budget allocation and provision and approval of the House. We ensure that now, once a proposal comes in, it is processed at the earliest. So that is the reason why we amalgamated urban and rural. We felt, number one, that it would streamline the process. Number two, we also felt that we should not segregate in that manner. We should try to look at Meghalaya as one state. And there are multiple ways in which the programs can be implemented and different development schemes can be given. So therefore, this particular scheme can be used as a scheme wherever there's a gap that is there, and wherever the applicants apply, wherever individuals, organizations, NGOs, Rangbashnongs, village communities, or MLAs, as they apply, that we will have the flexibility to sanction the schemes. So it is with that intention that we had amalgamated. And as I said, the sole purpose at that point in time was to ensure that the project was sanctioned at the earliest, at the same time funds were released at the earliest. So that's number one. Number two, sir, just to share with the House, that in 2025-26, we had a sanction of 50 crores under the CMSDF. And this 50 crores, as I said, has been utilized. And hence we are coming to the House again for a supplementary budget so that we are able to take up more projects under the CMSDF scheme, sir. So regarding the detailed breakup of urban versus rural, that data is not with me at this moment because, as I mentioned, sir, we have amalgamated urban and rural. But I have the district-wise breakup. In East Khasi Hills, we sanctioned 12.88 crores. In West Khasi Hills, 1.94 crores. In East Garo Hills, 3.76 crores. In Ribhoy, 3.9 crores. In Southwest Garo Hills, 5.1 crores. In East Jaintia Hills, 2.1 crores. In West Garo Hills, 13.6 crores. In Eastern West Khasi Hills, 1.52 crores. In North Garo Hills, 3.57 crores. And I'll be happy to lay the information on the table of the House. And as members have requested that they want all the details, so we have no problem. This is obviously public information, and we'll be happy to provide that information to the honorable members. So regarding the guidelines on how these projects are selected, so it is very clearly mentioned in the guidelines that it is identified and proposed by, as correctly mentioned, MLAs. But then it doesn't stop there, sir. MLAs are one component. Then village communities, NGOs/associations. So today, any individual, any organization, as per these guidelines, can approach the Chief Minister's Secretariat directly, sir. It's a very flexible way to provide access to the Chief Minister's Secretariat directly, sir. I understand the concerns of the honorable MLAs when they say that information and schemes should come through them. But sir, in a larger democratic setup, where people, not necessarily everybody comes through MLAs, but the need and requirement is there. There could be differences at the constituency level, which is natural, sir. And hence we wanted this scheme to be as open and as broad as possible. Sir, the MLAs from the opposition will be happy to know, I should say, and I'm sure all the MLAs in the ruling side will tell them, that there are many schemes I give to organizations in their constituency without informing them, sir. Many. And I do it purely because I go with the need of that organization. I don't look at any political affiliation, sir. I never ask them, did you work for us? Did you vote for us? I don't, sir. And many will certify that point, sir. I have never asked any individual that which party you belong to. I never tell that, oh, you have to come through my party people or my organization. No, sir. In fact, you must be seeing, sir, in many CM Connect programs I go, I immediately there and then, as soon as the person comes and says, our school needs repair, I don't even have time to find out whether that person is my supporter or not my supporter or not my party. I sanction it there and then. I say, this is done. I will give from CMSDF, I will give you this much amount for your school building. And that is how we are able to make sure that we are able to make the difference that we are here to make, sir. To be able to make a difference in their lives and improve the overall condition. And I can tell you, sir, that if you were to ask any recipient of the CMSDF scheme, any of the honorable MLAs who are here, sir, they will all tell you that, and again, sir, I don't have facts and figures and details of all the schemes to be able to compare it and really certify it fully. But I can very confidently say that the CMSDF scheme today is maybe one of the most widely spread schemes, in the whole state, in the form government programs. One of the most widely spread. It has gone to almost every nook and corner of the state. And as I said, we do it with pure passion. We do it with pure, with a pure heart, sir. We don't negotiate with people when it comes to this, because we feel that this is one scheme and this is one moment where we can really make the difference for the people, sir. And therefore, that's the only guiding factor and principle for me, is to see what the people need. And the scheme helps us to achieve that particular goal, sir. So regarding the fact that different organizations and different people are getting schemes and organizations are getting schemes, sir, I'm sorry, I'm not here to compare or to say anything negative about anybody. But sir, as an MLA, I'll be happy if my constituency people get schemes, no matter who they are. I've always believed that once you're an MLA, you're not an MLA of a political party. You're an MLA of a constituency. And if your constituency people are getting schemes from wherever, I think any MLA will be happy, sir. So therefore, we don't look at it from any negative point of view, but we ensure that wherever is required, wherever the applications are coming in, so we submit and we clear the programs, sir. We clear the schemes, sir. So second, I also want to share, Honorable LO was mentioning that the notification or the letter or some kind of a letter was sent informing them about these schemes, sir. Sir, maybe in the first year or 2 years it was done because it was a new scheme. But now it's a continuing scheme. So today, for roads or even for SRWP, sir, it's a natural process where MLAs apply. So therefore, sir, it is very difficult for us to write to every MLA then that please apply. So let me just share the guidelines out here so that everybody is clear as to how this works. That the CMSDF shall have two categories, MLA category and NGO category. each MLA shall be eligible for projects up to 10 lakhs. So the ceiling is 10 lakhs, sir, up to 10 lakhs in a financial year. Sir, it does not say in any way that it has to be given the 10 lakhs. But whatever projects come in, up to 10 lakhs is the ceiling that we can give, or I can give, or the CM Secretariat can give under the CMSDF MLA category, sir. So therefore, it is not a mandated thing where every MLA were to write and say, please give us schemes of 10 lakhs. MLAs apply, they are aware about this scheme, and based on that, we are giving, sir. So regarding schemes of the Honorable MLA from Meghalaya, he has mentioned that he's written. Sir, I'll be very clear on this. We have no intention of stopping anybody's scheme. Honorable MLA from Nongkrem will be there to support that even schemes in his areas, as and when he has written to me, I have given. Whichever MLA has written to me, I have given. For whatever reason, sir, the Honorable MLA's projects may not have been sanctioned. I'll have to check on this, but I am quite surprised that it's not. But definitely, sir, I will definitely look into it. I do remember I have seen some letter regarding one bus that came in about, I think about 3 months back. And that bus was about 28 lakhs, if I'm not wrong, sir. And therefore, we had a bit of a guideline issue because it allowed only 10 lakhs as per the MLA category. But that proposal was for 28 lakhs. But nonetheless, sir, I was keen to give the bus because Honorable MLA had written. That was the one application I remember as of now, very vaguely, if I'm correct, if my memory serves me correct. That's the one scheme I remember, sir. But let me assure the Honorable MLA and all the other MLAs that there is no question of me trying to play politics in this. Whatever, as I said, sir, even the guidelines, those say up to 10, which means the Chief Minister's Secretariat can give 1 lakh also, 2 lakhs also, 5 lakhs also, as per the desire. But I normally stick to 10 lakhs for all MLAs. I don't try to differentiate. And whoever has written to me, sir, as I said, I'm quite surprised that this one has come up, but I will definitely look into this. Even our Honorable MLA for Morankaneng also has met me a couple of times on this, and I have sanctioned his schemes also. So I would urge, sir, and request our Honorable MLAs. It's always a nice gesture also and good way to meet and talk also, that please do come to my chamber to discuss these matters. Almost every MLA, even though they are in the ruling, they don't take things for granted. And they come immediately, even after sending a letter, they will come personally to meet me, knowing that there are many, many things that are there in my mind and I have to take care of. They will come and they will keep following up for the 10 lakhs again and again and again. So it does sometimes require a bit of push also. Not that it won't be done, but I'm just explaining how MLAs do pursue and do come and meet me and to remind me about these projects. It would be nice, sir, if once in a while visits could be made to Chief Minister's chamber, and Honorable MLAs may submit that. But I'm not saying that it won't be done if they don't come to the office. It will be done, sir. I'm only saying it for their benefit, since sometimes there's a lot of paperwork. Things may get lost and may be here and there. That is something that is possible in administration, sir. I'm not saying it happens, but it's possible. So just to avoid any kind of communication gap, it would be nice if you can do that. But even if they don't come, it's not an issue. If I get the letter, I will definitely look into it. And as I said, regarding the Honorable MLA from Meghalaya, I will personally look into his case and ensure that we are able to sanction his schemes, even the ones that he had submitted for 2023-24 and the past years also. Sir, apart from that, I don't remember if anything else that is left that Honorable MLAs wanted clarification on. But as I said, sir, the list of the projects we will submit, and I've already mentioned about how we sanction these projects. As I said, it's purely basis of organizations, NGOs, individuals who come forward and to apply for this. We are very, very broad in our lookout in our process, and we ensure that we are able to reach out to as many areas, locations, villages. And we also are very balanced in the way that we also see whether a particular village has received this scheme or not. And if they have, like in the previous year, then we try and give it to some other village in the next year, or some other constituency or some other region. So that kind of a balancing act continues for the implementation. And as I said, it's purely based on the applications that come to us, and we do our best in whatever limited manner. We do our best to ensure that the applicants who have applied for these schemes get as much as possible support and help from our side, sir. So with these few clarifications, sir, I would urge and request our Leader of Opposition if he can withdraw the cut motion. Thank you, sir.
I know the mind of the mover, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to thank the Honorable CM for his detailed reply to address the concerns. Here, I do agree that the scheme earlier had a little lengthier process before schemes were sanctioned. But those were again felt needed in order to ensure that check and balances to avoid duplicacy of schemes, because we had embarked upon a number of initiatives, multiple initiatives and interventions, which were also similar in nature to take care of the developmental gaps and the felt need of the people across the state, across different sectors. Therefore, that check and balances. Now, I can understand that in order to, in fact, if I also intended that it should be further amended to make it simpler, but then that check and balances must be there. And I have seen one thing that, say, for example, any application for pertaining to renovation or repair of the school buildings. Now, there are interventions already embarked upon by government where funds are being released to the respective deputy commissioners to take care of those programs as per the initiative of the government. So there is likelihood of, sanction which may be in addition to the original sanction by the department. It will be therefore important for the guidelines to be further amended, that whenever these programs are leveraged upon and the requests and proposals of the public and the stakeholders are agreed upon to fund them under the CMSDF, at least a copy of the sanction may be given to the MLS, because we also prepare our programs to be funded under the SRWP, also to submit proposals to different departments. Therefore, a copy of the sanction, if it is in my constituency, let a copy of that sanction letter be also issued to respective members of the Agasa. This is my one suggestion, in order to ensure that we don't end up, proposing another program for supporting similar work, rather the same work. And it is a question of budgeting. So we know how to budget our own limited resources, which is made available under our command, under SRWP. Then another part is, now this 10 lakh ceiling was at that point of time when this allocation, rather the money which was made available on a yearly basis was very less. It was, I think, around 15 crore, or it started with 10 crore, then went up to 12 crore, then went up to 15 crore. If I recollect correctly, it was 15 crore. Now we are talking about 50, and we are asking for additional 15 crore. So therefore, there's a need for ensuring that the MLAs are also given space in such a way that as part of the collective exercise where MLAs are more or less, connected with the ground zero and also know the developmental gaps, the missing gaps. Therefore, I would only request, before I make my mind known, to see that there is a categorical assurance that this figure be reviewed, number one. And number two is that the copy of the sanction letter be also provided to all the respective MLS to ensure that we know what is being implemented under this fund in our respective constituencies.
Respected Speaker, sir. Number one, so the scheme was designed to allow the CM Secretariat to give the programs and departments, give the programs and schemes to different organizations, and in some cases through MLAs also. So this has been done primarily with that objective. So therefore, if we were to increase the ceiling of 10, then slowly it would just become another extension of SRWP, like an MLA scheme, sir. It would lose that entire uniqueness of allowing that flexibility for CM Secretariat to be able to take that decision. So therefore, it's a very fine line we have to balance so that the original purpose is not dissolved and it doesn't become like an extension of SRWP again. So that's number one, sir. But having said that, it is not necessary that we stop at 10 lakhs, sir. Because the guidelines say 10, we commit that 10 to the MLAs. But a lot of the MLAs will come with proposals under NGO category, because NGO category is unlimited. So it will be their proposal, but that proposal will be then implemented through that particular NGO. The money goes to them, not to, say, an account, separate account or anything. And the organization has to apply. So therefore, there is enough room for any of the honorable MLAs to mobilize NGOs, organizations, Rangbashnongs, or any kind of associations to then come up and put it under the category of NGO, but then it's a constituency work and constituency. So therefore, the purpose is served is what I'm saying under the current guidelines. And if you were to increase that amount, so then as I said, it's diluting slowly the entire purpose and taking away the uniqueness of this project. Whereas the MLAs have, there is no kind of limit for them to submit schemes, and they can submit under NGO category, and they can be the ones bringing the people to me. I have no problem, sir, and many of them do that. And as I said, against the many I give directly also, because NGOs come directly to me, organizations come almost in every constituency. And I get this complaint from them also, sir. It's not just our opposition. They also tell me, sir, we didn't know that you gave this scheme to so-and-so organization. And sir, if I recall, you have also made that point to me about 3-4 times, where I was giving some programs in your scheme, in your constituency also, where some organizations, NGOs, they applied, and I felt that it was a genuine case, and I gave. And we had a conversation also, sir, and you told me that it's okay, that thing. But as Elo has said that you told me, just inform me about it. So it was a similar suggestion you had given also. So therefore, sir, that is one point that we feel that the need of the constituency can be very much taken up through the current provisions that are there in the rules of the CMSDF. And regarding the information, sir, so giving every copy may be a kind of a larger task, but definitely a combined information about the list of the projects in maybe a table format can be supplied and informed to the thing. It's again public information. There is no problem, sir. It can be shared. And definitely, sir, I'll examine on what is the best way that we can do it, whether it's project-to-project basis or whether it is a combined list of all the projects that have been sanctioned within a particular block or particular district or particular constituency. We will just look at the administrative exercise that will be required for the CM Secretariat to do in order for us to achieve this. But well taken suggestion, sir, that for the knowledge of the elected members, we can share the information. That aspect we can definitely examine, sir.
So now may I know the mind of the mover as to whether he will withdraw his cut motion?
Mr. Speaker, sir, we are talking about money from public exchequer. It is not money. nor anybody who is the member of this August House is the owner of this money. The people are the owner of the money. Now, therefore, the check and balances are very important. The CM Secretariat does not have the wherewithal to know whether similar kind of proposal is already under consideration or has been already sanctioned or is almost in the process of implementation at the time of agreeing to fund this program by the CM Secretariat. That's why I'm saying that let the copy, like whenever a sanction letter is issued, copy to the director, so and so, if it is a departmentally connected. If it is a school building, copy to the director, that respective director, whether it is a director of higher and technical education or elementary education, then the deputy commissioner, then the MLS. So it allows us to have that kind of check and balances, lest there will be a tendency for duplicacy. It is only in the, in fact, these are all guided by financial rules. How do the CM Secretariat ensure that there is a proper check and balances to avoid duplicacy? There's nothing. That's why we had the system to be routed through the line department, so that but the only thing was that that process took lengthier time. That could be amended in a manner that it doesn't take so much of time. But having said this, I would like to urge upon the government and the CM in the instance case that the Honorable CM take cognizance of these concerns and appropriately further amend the guidelines, and also keeping in mind that there is a quantum jump in the allocation of fund under these. Yes, there are NGO categories, but then it is only important to know as to how much is the space that is available for the honorable members, lest we waste our time. So with these few suggestions and submission, I beg the leave of the House to withdraw the cut motion, hoping that all these concerns from the stringent perspective of fiscal discipline is taken note of and implemented while implementing this program.
Now, since the mover has withdrawn his cut motion, now let me put the question before the House. The question is that grant number 6 be passed. Those who are for the motion say aye. Aye. And thus, grant number 2, I'm sorry, the grant number 2 be passed. Those who are for the motion say aye.
Aye.
And those who are against say no. The ayes have it, and the grant number 2 is passed.